Odsal Stadium, Bradford, for the Stones Bitter Championship League game between third in the table Bradford and second in the table Wigan. This week is a vital week for both these clubs, a week that could decide the championship. Wigan here at Odsal tonight, and Bradford having come over to Wigan, to Central Park, next Friday. Bradford met with a rapturous roar of applause from a thoroughly packed ground. A tremendous gate here this evening for what could be a crunch game. Last Friday night, the heavens opened here at Bradford, and Bradford put on a tremendous exhibition of rugby to beat Castleford, who are just one below them in the league. Wigan have been having very mixed fortunes recently, having lost to Hull and Sheffield. They came back to a bit of form, beating St Helens, Warrington and Halifax, but on Sunday they put up an absolutely abysmal show against lowly Hull KR and were well and truly licked. So this afternoon, on a pitch that's very badly cut up, a tremendous amount of rain on Friday night, and it's been raining here this evening, so one drop pass could cause a lot of trouble here tonight. Dean Bell back in charge for Wigan as captain and coming back into the side, and Dave Watson for Bradford Northern, who's been out under suspension for 5 games, is also back. So the Northern team for tonight is Watson at full-back, Hall, Dio Powell, Newlove, who scored a fantastic try on Friday night, and Cordell out on the left wing. Summers moving from full-back up to stand-off half, along with the wily Derek Fox at scrum half. I've no doubt that tonight his tactical kicking would play a tremendous part in this game under these terrible conditions and on this difficult pitch. In the front row, Powell, another Powell, Clark and Greenwood, Dixon and Medley in the second row, Furbank at loose forward, and Heron and Hamer the substitutes. It will be Wigan with Connolly at full-back, Robinson, Panaper, Bell and the Fire in the 3/4, Bottic and Edwards at half-back, Skerrett, Hall and Platt, Betts coming into the team after a long absence, and Cowie in the second row, Farrell at loose forward, Cassidy and Lydon substitutes, referee Mr Cummins.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now, unfortunately this afternoon, a tragic accident on the M1 motorway. Bradford lost their Labour MP in Bob Cryer. So, as a mark of respect, I'd like you all to 1 moment's silence in the memory of the Labour MP for Bradford, Bob Cryer. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
A very respectful silence has just been observed for the MP for Bradford, who died in a motor crash this afternoon. It will be Wigan to start the game from left to right, and I've no doubt that this will be a tussle of the Titans, as these two teams in the top 3 fighting for the championship. Wigan hoping to hold on to it for the 5th year. We met here on a befogged night before Christmas, and it was hard and tough for the 13 minutes that it lasted, and I've no doubt that these two packs of forwards are going to try and establish a superiority in these early minutes. Wigan trying to pin Northern down just outside their own 20 metres. The ground's heavy, it's hard making a run. Wigan moving in quickly, hitting them hard and knocking them down. Every metre of territory having to be paid for with toil and sweat. And here comes the kick behind the Wigan defence. Robinson coming across, makeshift Jury picks it up cleanly. Wigan getting the first touch. Robinson cutting inside, trying to straighten up. Wigan missing Clark tonight from the loose forward position, injured on Sunday. I've got Andy Farrell. Wigan coming through from acting half-back. fighting the way well over the halfway line. Ball stitched up as it's one man at a time rugby. The Wigan men fighting the way forward. Edwards motivated, switching direction. And Wigan fighting hard, playing with a lot of commitment at the moment. Go down with it in the fifth tackle. Wigan moving the ball, and the kick goes behind the defence. Out to Watson at full-back. Watson so strong, such a great runner out of the ball. And so Northern are pushed back to 10 metres from their own line of fire, coming in quickly. Wigan trying to hold them down there. They're slow behind to play the ball. Wigan trying to come round quickly. That was untidy play by the acting halfback. Bradford trying to keep it moving, but they're in the danger area. They're finding it very difficult to get out of their own quarter. And coming hard onto it, couldn't take it cleanly. A short pass. Little bit of nervousness, bit of tension in these early moments. Wigan had the better of the game territorially in these first 2 minutes, and it will be Sean Edwards with a double advantage for Wigan as he comes over to feed the scrum. Botica back in the team. It's out. Wigan trying to come onto it. Panapa trying to batter his way through. Wigan right in front of the sticks, 25 metres out. Ball moving slowly along the line, a long pass trying to stretch them. Crowd all worked up for this game. Wigan not really moving hard onto the ball as yet, and the referee going to bring them back for a forward pass. Trying to come through it on the burst, so it'll be Derek Fox to feed. Badly timed pass by Wigan there, or a wrongly timed pass. A long wide pass stretching Wigan across the field. Northern going across their own 20-metre line, and they've lost territory. They weren't coming forward onto the ball. Wigan playing strongly in defence. Northern being hurled back by Wigan. Good tackling, attacking by defending. And they came hard onto it then. That was a good clearing run by Northern. Perhaps settling down to the task now. And it once more, they lined up a little overhead kick there. Wigan as a sweeper, dropped back on it well covered. And Connolly coming up, and Connolly's nailed behind the play of the ball. Marcus round very quickly. And Northern being urged on by now it's Wigan who can't make any territory. These defences holding the attackers in a vice-like grip. Wigan standing round in a heap, not making any progress, looking very non-organised. Come over, trying to come through from the play of the ball. Screaming for a forward pass. Mr. Cummins doesn't give it. Ball's gone loose. Referee lets play go on as Wigan, and there's a lot of scrappy play at the moment, and the referee signals that 5 tackles has gone. Wigan hoist a high one. Watson's underneath it, and he takes it beautifully, running it out well. A great run by Watson. Gets his pass out onto the wing. Northern turning down the wing. Connolly coming across, and Northern are snuffed out, but that was a good attack set up by Watson. Now Newlove waiting behind to play the ball. Newlove moves it inside, and now there's a lot of firepower coming along now as Wigan come in and snuff them out, and the ball is dropped. Conditions are appalling for these players tonight, but that was a lovely break out there by Watson. Got it out well, out onto the wing. Wigan were backpedaling like the Clappers, managed to snuff them out, but this should be Wigan's possession again. Watson really capitalised on that kick through by Edwards, 10 metres. Outside the Wigan 20 metre, now they're just trying to batter the way through from the scrum, coming in between the scrum half and the standoff. Wigan now attacking hard down the right wing, and good, hard, solid tackling puts them down. Wigan lob it inside, the hefty forwards taking them on. A war of attrition between these two packs. And Wigan coming onto this ball well, really coming hard, steaming into it. Wigan wanting a quick play of the ball. Northern have moved quickly into the Wigan line out, trying to funnel them back into the centre. And Wigan finding it hard to make any progress as they forge their way over the halfway line. Edwards again just stabs at the ball. Watson coming across for it. Takes it up well, straightening up. And that looked an attempted high tackle. Referee doing nothing about it. Northern then in possession. And it's Summers who's been making some of the clearing runs from the full-back position, alternating between standoff and full-back. A lot of commitment from these players. And a good long lob pass. And they put it out on the wing. Turning down, there's plenty of cover. And the ball's fly kick forward and into touch. Couple of yards from the corner flag. Looking very menacing, this left wing of Bradford Northerns. Wigan are having their hands full out on the wing here. Robinson and Bell. Wigan back on their own 10 metres, but it will be Wigan to feed. A 90% chance of Wigan getting it out. Very rarely we see one going against the head and not getting it when it's fed that way. It comes to Robinson. Robinson trying to cut inside. He's buried on the Wigan 10-metre line. Wigan now got the hard task of grafting the way down the field, grovelling the way forward, and the referee penalises Northern in the tackle. That's a bit of a let-off for Wigan. Now they take the tap, run it out. Difficult kicking, tenacious onto Robinson. Robinson coming inside is absolutely buried. The tackling is ferocious as it comes inside to Edwards, who's handing it on. Wigan forwards, crashing the way. Great tanks trying to batter the way through. Hall coming up for the play of the ball. Edwards on his left, it's to Edwards. Edwards moving it across. We can switch it back, come down the middle. The Bradford defence moving up very quickly. Wigan can't get the ball out to the wings as Edward decides to make it. Wigan decide they're going to make a little dart from behind the play of the ball. Edwards holding it, jumping with it. Well read by Northern, put Wigan down in the fifth tackle. Edwards hoists a high one, crossfield, that could be an awkward ball. And it bounces awkwardly, the ball's loose on the floor. That was a very awkward kick. Wigan adjudged to be offside, so a penalty for Northern right in front of the post. On the 10-metre line, decide they're going to take the tap.
He's offside.
Playing it hard, straight running. Wigan defence a lot better organised today than it was at the weekend, and they're playing a much better team tonight. They're holding them well. The danger's been coming down the Northern left wing, looking very bit. And there's a quick dart from behind to play the ball, almost through before the Wigan defence manages to close the gap. And now Northern getting into an up higher gear, moving up well. The kick behind, a fire, and touch is found, pushing Wigan back. This game is ebbing and flowing from end to end. So much at stake in these two encounters they're going to take place tonight and Friday. Wigan again back in their own 20-metre area. Referee calling the physio on. A lot of bruising. Hall having suffered from bleeding in the blood bin. We can get the possession. Lose possession. Snatch it up. Referee lets it go. Wigan making the break. Can they get it out to Robinson? And Wigan go inside. They turn inside. Robinson was covered. The ball goes to ground in the tackle. Bit of struggling for the ball. Referee coming over to see who has it. Wigan looks as if he dropped the ball when they came away from the scrum near their own 20 metres. They managed to pick up the loose ball. Surge down the right wing. Robinson was well marked. Wigan went back inside. And the physio's been kept very busy. Well, that was a great run by Dean Bell. He hasn't been well all season. He's been suffering from a very serious hernia problem, and back on the field. This isn't the sort of ground to turn out with a hernia, but he moved well there, did Bell. He used Robinson well as a foil, tried to stay in play, dropped it, so it will be Fox to feed, and Wigan pushing them back well. You don't often see that these days, but Northern did well to get it out. They were low and happy if they can keep it moving. They turn back inside. A Fire and Panaper getting into the Northern line-out, and Northern now playing with a lot more. Well, they've always been determined. They've been a little bit more successful than they were in the early stages when they were finding it hard to get. Wigan lying up very, very close at that play the ball, and the break comes from the acting half-back. Wigan opened up a gap. Wigan's markers not in place there, and Northern capitalised on it, came through well from behind the play the ball. Northern then good attacking positions. They move the ball out wide, back into the middle. Wigan not putting the men down at the moment, just lamely sticking an arm out as they move out to Hall's wing, but they can't get the ball going in this game. If tries could be scored over the touchline, there's been a lot of lateral running, cross-field running. 5 tackles gone, says the referee. What ploy will they use now? Grubber kick through. Wigan suckers for the Grubber kick. And the caught over their own try line. Drop out from under the post, so another 6 tackles coming up for Northern. Wigan have been looked very hesitant this season. When the ball has been kicked along the deck to them near their own try line, they've been in a lot of trouble, and now they're going to have to withstand another 6 tackles. Farrell, left-footed kicker, an awkward one along the floor, picked up cleanly. Northern going into the middle, but the solid line of defenders is there. No way through for Northern. Hard onto it, the forwards trying to draw in the Wigan defenders and doing well at taking 3 Wigan men to put a man down. They're going round the Fire side, trying to force their way over it. Out on the Wigan left wing, and it's all Northern at the moment as they throw everything except the kitchen sink at Wigan, coming across the field wide, and Wigan push out and hold them. But it's all Northern at the moment. And a Grubber kick again, and it's chased through. And the referee says once again Wigan will have to drop out from underneath the post, and Northern applying the pressure, putting the screw on Wigan. Wigan are going to have to face another 6 tackles, and this could well take the stuffing out of them as this game progresses. Once again then it will be Farrell to drop out. A deep one up to the halfway line. Trapped, giving Wigan time to follow up well. The line moves up and doesn't do an awful lot about it. Eventually they managed to knock them down just inside the Wigan half. Wigan lying up very close and very flat. Moving right into the Northern line out, stultifying the moves. Northern now 10 metres inside the Wigan half, coming onto that, steaming onto that really hard and tough. No points as yet in what is a terrific tussle between these 2 teams. Northern playing the more penetrative rugby, looking more menacing than Wigan. And the crowd are loving every 10th second of this, as Northern fight their way nearer and nearer to the line and lose possession. Wigan will be glad to get their hands on that, and now they're going to have to fight their way out of trouble. They've got Robinson going into the middle. Wigan needing the big forwards here to do some hard work for them. Clearing. Andy Farrell, tall, strong forward, can make a lot of ground, he can run. Wigan fighting the way forward, a metre at a time. Go on, Northern, get into it! And there's no doubt that both sides are giving it their all. They're giving it 100% commitment at the moment as Wigan put the kick in behind the defence, and it's rolling all the time in the world to pick it up and run it out. The Wigan line isn't solid together, and he almost got through there. Desperate fingernail tackling at the last second. Now Wigan pushing Northern across field. And Wigan been under the cosh a long time at their end of the field. Now back in the Northern territory. Northern got the ball shown up. 30 metres out. Northern in possession. Fox handing it on. All trying to go through. And keeping it going well, keeping the ball alive. And that's good play by Northern as they forged their way over the halfway line. Players wouldn't die with the ball and Wigan couldn't kill the ball. Now they're spreading it out well across the field. And hard, tough tackling. The referee is going to penalise Wigan for going in too high. Getting near the end of the tackles, Wigan foolishly give away a penalty. Right into Northern's back this will be, and Northern will kick down deep now and establish the position once more. That's a high kick and a good kick. Takes it up to the Wigan 20-metre line. 15 minutes gone in this first half. The tap penalty's taken. Run around. Wigan coming in, nearly opened the gap, and there's a big gap out on the Wigan left wing. If Northern can keep it moving that way, but they come out this direction instead. And all the pressure is coming from Bradford Northern at the moment. A little bit of indecision there, but then it comes off in the end. Trying to fight the way over right underneath the Wigan sticks. 5 metres out. Northern throwing everything at Wigan as they spread it across the line. And they get it out. And desperate last-ditch tackling by Wigan just manages to hold them. Wigan coming out fast, Northern trying to crack the way through. Groans from the crowd. Kick through at the play of the ball, the Dyke going for it. And once again, Wigan under so much pressure. That's the third time they've had to make the ball dead from the kick through. And that means that Northern are having a terrific amount of possession. One wonders how long this Wigan line can stand up to this. Awkward ball, deep over the halfway line. Bit of relief for Wigan is Northern in the first tackle. Now Wigan are waiting for them. Northern are coming at them hard. A lot of fire in this Northern pack. They're really tearing into Wigan. All played forward and charged forward, and once again Northern putting the cosh on Wigan in their own 20-metre area and playing good football with it as they spread it across the field. Northern right on the Wigan line now, trying to use brute force and strength, go down with it. Wigan, who've had to defend for so long now, are now going to have to fight their way away from their own 10-metre line. Players bunched in the middle of the field and they come straight down the middle. There's no good line out with Wigan. That was a good clearing run. Good 15 metres gain. Wigan forcing the way down out the 20-metre area. And that was gained by hard graft. Wigan players bunched together. And the good play by Wigan, take it over the halfway line. Now perhaps it's spread it out a bit. But no, Wigan doing it the hard way, and they've done it well, but they go down in the fifth tackle. 30 metres out. Edwards moving it on. Little overhead kick there, being chased. It's could be awkward. Robinson's up there. And this time it is Caudle who bangs it into touch, just short of the corner flag. So now Wigan after they've been under tremendous hammering from the northern side, now establish themselves 10 metres out with Edwards to feed. Edwards feed, it's hanging in the back, long wide pass. Good tackle, but Wigan get out of it, going hard for the line. Back to where the scrum was formed. Edwards moving in across now. Now it's Wigan's turn. But the northern defence holding very solid, very tight. Wigan come round the narrow side and they're relying on brute force and strength to batter the way over. And they've not gained an inch in the last 3 tackles. Now they're moving it across field. Switch of direction, trying to dance their way through and not making any territory at all. They move along the 10-metre line. That ball looks as if it was dropped. Wigan trying to force the way over, and it's only inches at a time that they're shoving the way ahead. Wigan now moving it across. A lot of great shouts of forward coming from Bradford, and it's a turnover, and Bradford away very, very quickly indeed. Halfway through this first half and not a point on the board as these two strong sides are putting up a titanic struggle, and it really is tough and torrid among these two packs. Both sides finding it very, very difficult to crack the defences. There's the kick. Northern using the kick out towards the Afire wing. Afire goes back, picks it up cleanly on his 20-metre mark. No room for him. And he's managed to slip the ball inside onto Connolly. Connolly playing at full-back, where I feel that he started his career. I saw him playing early doors at Wembley when he was quite a young lad, not that he's any age now. Wigan forwards fighting for yardage and fighting fiercely for it. And the referee's right on top of it. Gives Wigan the penalty, a bit of argy-bargy, and how's your father going on indeed. And Farrell left-footed, kick down this wing near us, down Cordell's wing. It's a good kick. Touch judge marks it 10 metres inside the northern half. And it's head down and take them with you. Oh, Wigan want to get on the burst, but it goes behind the forward. Wigan fighting, doing well, making the crack that time. Cap opened up now. Wigan wanting it on the burst. Betts goes forward and there's lots of Edwards going and he's held inches short. Well, Wigan almost cracked the defence there as they came hard onto that ball. Now they're spreading it across. Held a couple of yards short, but now it's Wigan hot on the attack. They're trying to batter the way over. And not coming off, been made dead, so now it's Northern's turn to drop out on the post and some pressure being applied at last by Wigan. This is hard, this is tense, this is exciting football, not spectacular, real hard grab. Wigan making absolutely sure it's picked up cleanly, ambling forward and bounce down. We're going to decide we're going to take it down the middle. First pass line very, very flat. Little switch at the play of the ball, a double switch. So Wigan trying to dance the way through, go for the line. They're going to score. And is he in? It's yard short, almost over the line. Bit of mourning going on in the play of the ball. And Wigan pushed back to a great roar of applause. Wigan inches from the line. Happened to them so often recently in these hard games. Now they're trying to power the way over. Fifth tackle gone. Wigan almost in there for the first try. And sheer weight, they're trying to batter the way over. And the referee's right on top of them, and it's the rollover on the last tackle. Wigan move up to the 10-metre mark. Northern a yard or so from the line. Wigan coming in quickly from the markers, holding them there, put them down in the first tackle, pushing them across the field and trying to hold them there. This is a real battle royal between these sets of forwards. Acting half-back, moving across the field, and Wigan have moved up. They've pushed Northern back, while Northern were in possession. Northern having to fight hard to get out of the grip, forcing the way, still on the 10-metre line. Well, both sides have come very close to scoring, but Wigan with the near. But here's a break coming on for Warrington, and they're keeping it going. Foul at Bradford. Great running by Bradford. Wigan having to back pass. That was tremendous running, going for the line. Connolly going across, and they're down in the fifth tackle. That was a great breakout for Bradford Northern. They absolutely shattered Wigan now. Now they're whipping the ball right across the field. They have Wigan under the cosh. If they keep it coming, they must score. They go for the line. And Robinson comes across and the ball's thrown inside. Referee says play on, as this time it's Northern who are held just short of the line. Now here come the Wigan forwards again. Well, that looked all over then for Wigan. Settling it down again, playing it safe. Not been much in the way of mishandling. Both sides been pretty sure. And that's a crunching tackle as he comes in. On their own 20-metre line. And there's Wigan coming away again. A great roar of applause as a fire's flat and Wigan on the last tackle. Can they get the kick in? There it goes behind the defence. It's rolling. Taken safely at the back. Wigan coming in. Wigan escaped again. Got out of jail as they push Northern back into their own half. Northern, who've made some great breaks, some really clean breaks, and have Wigan under a lot of trouble in this half. Coming away well from the play the ball up to the halfway line. Three Wiganers going and hurling back, but they keep the ball alive. That's good play. Robinson's in, hanging on to Newlove, and he managed to get it out to Caudle. Caudle going inside. Overhead kick being chased. Who's going to get there first? And it slides away. Well, the hearts beat ever faster there. That once more from underneath the post, up to the halfway line. Northern with the tails up, they're attacking tails up. Really coming hard at Wigan, playing some very good football. Not going down with the ball. Man always there in support with them. Good support play coming from Northern. Wigan have had the moments, but one feels it's Northern who got the real incisive power. Up to the Wigan 20 metres. Pointless first half. Northern just pulled out of the air at the last minute. And one wonders just how long this Wigan defence can stand up to this as the attack is switched. Flung back into the middle, being forced right and left. Down they go in the fifth tackle. Will they try a drop? The 10 metres out. And it fizzled out very tamely. Wigan managing to complete the tackle. And bringing it away. Good clearing run, almost up to the 20-metre line. Fire, who's not the strongest man from behind the play the ball, turns it inside, lets somebody else doing the grafting work. The Wigan forward sticking to the task. And there's some tremendous tackling going on, putting Wigan down in the fifth tackle. Edwards lining up. And there's a long kick behind the defence. The Wigan team not following it all that quickly. It's picked up cleanly a few metres out. Wigan pushing them across the field. And that must be a great relief from Wigan. They were under a lot of pressure there. A real cauldron out there on that heavy pitch, and I thought that over the players, the rain has stopped. And it's blood and thunder stuff out there. These forms coming on hard, keeping the ball going. This is good play by Northern. Wigan laying off them as they force them out to the wing, and good cover across by Wigan. Snuff the move out just inside the Wigan half. Good defensive play, good defensive positional play by Wigan. And they're knocked out of the way, they're not flying. They're going hard for the line, and good tackling. Takes it into the Wigan 20-metre area. And the Wigan defence not organised as Northern goes surging towards the post. And they must be in here. And they're held inches short in the fifth tackle. Well, it's only a miracle that's keeping this Wigan team alive. As in the big overlap, and it goes out. And Northern are in. Well, Paul, the wingman, finishing off the move, eventually gets the lead to Northern. It had to come. They've hammered away at the Wigan line, and the defence opened up. They were scattered, strewn aside, just tossed aside like ragdoll, and then the ball was moved out well out onto the right. And it was Powell, the centre, Dio Powell, who finished the move off as it moved out to Hall's wing. Wigan to restart, giving possession back to Bradford Northern. Well, there was a massive overlap there out on the Northern right wing as it battered the way down this side of the field. Down. That's a good long kick into the in-goal area, picked up cleanly. Wigan will want to get a few points on the board before half-time. It's been a hard game, it's been a clean game. Very little in the way of penalties, very little in the way of scrums. Both sides been handling well. And what is it? A bad night. Wigan marking tightly round the play of the ball. Coming in smartish. Northern settling it down, playing it tight at the moment. Move it across and it looks as if the kick was being set up. Couldn't take it cleanly. Tried to get the kick in before he had his hands on. And it looks as if Platt is coming off and Betts, both Platt and Betts coming off. They put Connolly in the centre, I would think, and Bell into the pack. Joe Lyden's taking up the right centre position as Bell goes in the pack. Wigan get it out. Lob pass out onto Botica. Botica being battered as he takes that ball and tries to knock his way through. Break by Cassidy. He's a glutton for work. He grafts really hard as Mick Cassidy. Fresh pair of legs. Wigan now fighting, and the ball's been knocked out of the hand. Joe Lyden goes back for it, and it's back to one as Joe Lyden falls on it. The crowd don't like it, but Wigan coming round the narrow side of the field. Robinson going inside, forcing his way. Robinson going for the line, and he held a metre short. A great run by Jason Robinson. Wigan now hot on the attacks. They try to fight the way over from a metre out, and they're held. Referee holding his hand up as Wigan move the ball across the field. Hoist a high one to the corner. And Wigan are right underneath it. And we're on the last tattle, so it's the handover. But Wigan now right on the Northern line. Northern trying to force the way forward. And that's a good clearing run from behind to play the ball. Well, Northern have had a couple of let-offs. Twice Wigan have been within inches of getting the ball over the line and held just a couple of inches short. And now Northern fighting the way forward from this tight situation. 15 metres out. Northern playing it very safe and bringing it away. Both sides know that one slip can be lethal. Set up now, it's for the kick, coming through. Wigan back in time, take it up cleanly. Good tackling, fells Wigan on the halfway line. Team Bell. A little run, going cross field, his feet are taken from underneath him. Wigan now trying to get it moving from the play of the ball. There's no lack of effort tonight. A tremendous struggle. Northern moving up very quickly on that ball. Long pass coming across, Lowland gets it going, and that's tremendous tackling, extremely well read. Wigan coming through from behind the play of the ball, go down in the fifth tackle. What will Edwards do here? He gets it moving, Wigan going for the line. Can't keep it going and the ball's dropped. Well, Wigan giving it all they've got as we come to 5 minutes of normal time. But Wigan finding it very hard to be incisive. It's a lot of it's been hard grafting, battering away at the Northern defence. Northern bringing it away, clearing the lines, clearing it away out of danger. A lot of noise as the kick comes through, going out towards the Afire wing. Afire chasing it across in his own 20-metre area, running into midfield. He meets the defenders and his feet disappear from underneath him. Very wet out there tonight. Wigan now coming out of their own 20-metre area. Coming through from the play the ball, one man at a time. Fighting the way forward. Players covered in mud. And that's good hard tackling. Wigan can't keep it moving. That's deadly tackling, absolutely lethal. No way through for Wigan as they go down in the fifth tackle. Flung back to Lydon. Lydon, none too deep, out. Straight for the full-back. Well covered. Wigan come in, moving well and take it. Northern now battling inside their own territory. They've been in a bit of a vice-like grip for the last 7 or 8 minutes from Wigan. Wigan been holding them well. Northern have been having to play it tight and play it safe. They brought the ball away a couple of times from their own line. Now they're trying to turn it down the middle and they drop it. Picked up by Wigan. Not the best of conditions for handling as Wigan decide they're going to play it one man at a time at the moment. Still going. Has a fire up with him, but he couldn't get it out to a fire. Wigan now forcing the way down the middle of the field, but running wide, making themselves an easy target for the tackling. And Wigan giving it a great effort at these closing minutes of this first half, bringing it back down the centre. Good solid tackling stops Wigan in the tracks. Joe Lydon being pushed out of the way as the ball comes over. Edwards a short one. Wigan can't get through a gap, they can't make the gap. Coming through from acting half-back. Ball's lobbed across. Little kick through there, being chased to the corner flag, and it's well covered. Wigan are in there to hold and try and force him into touch. I don't know whether he dragged him in or not. The referee says no, it's a scrum down, and it's Wigan to feed 10 metres out. Wigan looks a little bit late there coming into that tackle and pushed him into touch. Wigan now in a great attacking position as we come into the last minutes of this first half. Edwards feeds. Edwards gets it out. Moves it across. Joe Lydon's there. They miss out Joe Lydon. And it was well read by the defence. Wigan very thin out on the left wing, and that's the way that they go. There's nobody between him and Afire out on the wing. All the Wigan players out on this right-hand side, and Afire's coming across. As Wigan move the ball out towards this right wing, a little dummy, and he's going for the line, and he reaches, and he's over. A great individual run by Sean Edwards, right on the stroke of half-time. Psychologically a good time, any time's a good time to get a try in a game like this, but as we approach half-time, Edwards with an individual run. All the players were lined out on this, the right-hand side of the field. And Edwards dummied and jinked and danced and cavorted his way through to level the scores at 4 points each. Both sides really torn into each other, given it all they've got. And this gives Wigan a chance to go into the lead. Vital, this game. Wigan, of course, with better points average than anybody else in the league. But if they can win 3 out of these last games, once more it will be their championship for the 5th year, and he hits it, and he hits it straight, true, in the middle and over the bar. Bradford Northern 4, Wigan 6. And there goes the whistle for half-time. Wigan stealing back. Well, they'd fought hard for them, but they'd been the underdogs for most of the first half. But a tremendous finish by Wigan, and particularly Sean Edwards, sends Wigan into the dressing room with a half-time lead of 6 points to 4. Well, Wigan clawed their way back into the game there to take a half-time lead of 2 points, of 6 points to 4. Substitutions been made on the northern side. Summers has come off and Heron has come on. So I would presume that Watson will go to full-back and Heron will go to stand-off arm. So we have the father and mother of all battles about to start here, as both these two teams fighting for the championship. And away we go in this second half. Wigan with the first touch of it. Wigan probably keep it tight in these early moments as they bring it out of the danger zone. Fighting the way. Forwards have done the bread and butter work. They brought it up almost up to the halfway line. Bit of mauling going on in the tattle. And that's the fifth tattle as Wigan played out all the tattles, bring it up to the halfway line. Flung round for the kick into the 20-metre area. Ball going across from the wing, runs into the wall of defenders, and he took them with him, he carried them, he showed a lot of strength and a lot of commitment. And the half-back's allowed to run a long, long way from behind the play the ball. Referee got to Wigan a good 10 metres back as the forwards come in hard, taking 3 Wiganers to come in, but come in they do and bang him down. Hard and straight and being met well by Wigan. No lack of effort from this Wigan side today, a little bit of hesitation. There's the kick over the top. A Fire retreating for it. And it stays in the field of players. A Fire picks it up. A Fire with no room to run in has to die to the first tattlers. Wigan without Atkinson, without Clark tonight. So we've had to have Conway at full back, and he makes a mess of it behind the play of the ball. Well, our nerves getting to these people in this tense, taut cauldron that's out there tonight as we come to the first scrum of the second half with Fox to feed. Hanging in the pack, Fox gets it out. Heron tries to batter his way over the 20-metre line. Heron moving up to stand-off half. The ball goes along and Wigan wait for them instead of going in to meet them. Inexorably forcing the way forward, hard grafting work, taking it up towards and they keep the ball alive, and that causes Wigan trouble. Going into the tattle, not putting man and ball down. Holding the man up, and he's being allowed to slip the ball, and it's causing Wigan all sorts of problems. They go hard for the line. Well, Wigan could do with building a concrete wall across there eventually. Down to the deck he has to go, but there's still a lot of Wigan players on the floor. The ball moved out well. Wigan forcing them back inside, and they're going for the corner, and they're in. And Furbank in the outside position, outside centre position, restores the lead to Northern. Just a couple of minutes gone in this second half. Furbank pushes the score up to 8. The forwards have banged hard at Wigan, and Wigan had had to come in, and when that ball was played, there were still Wigan players getting up from the tattle. It takes so much out of them. A great roar of applause for Carl Furbank. 8 points to 6. Ball 12 metres in from the left-hand touch line. Lofted high, and the crowd tell you it's over. It's a 6-pointer. 10 points to 6 now to Northern. Northern 10, Wigan 6. Little stab from the start. And Northern will have the tail drop. And this is rugby at its most rugged tonight. 2 strong sets of forwards taking each other on. Wigan trying to crowd them into the middle. And the kick's going to be used, I feel, quite a bit this half. Connolly comes across, lets it roll, 10 metres out. Connolly sidesteps his way, good run by Connolly. Did enough there to save the situation, and it's a Fire who gets it moving inside. Wigan being pushed across the field, and there's only one out on the right wing, and that's the way the ball goes. Wigan all bunched out on the Wigan left wing. And they're spreading it out wide onto this left wing, and they're forced back into the middle. Wigan coming away well from behind to play the ball. Die with it in the 5th tackle. Set up for the kick, and it's a grubber kick. It's low, it's along the ground. Watson gone to full back. Such a good runner out of the ball. And this time, there's no way through for him, and he has to dive it, and he goes down. That's the first tackle for Northern, just outside their own 20 metres. Coming hard and straight. A lot of force behind that run when he came after that. He really came hard. Took that one a bit flatter. Much easier to tackle. And it's noticeable that Wigan are moving in from the centres, right in the middle of the field. There's an awkward kick behind Connolly, makes absolutely safe and sure. He's faced with a wall of defenders, and he has to dive with it. Martin and Fire coming up. He has to go on his own, there's nobody else with him as he runs across the field. He must strike the fear of God into their hearts though, because whenever they tackle, the opposition are always so happy. Wigan coming well from behind to play the ball, but it's hard work out there at the moment. Both sides drafting really hard. Wigan spread it wide across the line. The right in the Wigan line out. Wigan forced back into the defenders. Robinson comes over. Wigan have to dance before the little overhead kick, and that's chased well. There could be danger as it's hacked on. Ball's going over the line. It's being chased. He's going to get there first. And it's Northern who are there first of all. And the referee says he's gone over the try line. Well, that was a teasing, naughty kick there. It caused a lot of trouble in the Northern ranks. There was no sweeper upper, there was no tidy upper, and Wigan hacked it on and over the line, and it was made dead, and so it's a dropout. Chance for Wigan to mount an attack again. Lost his footing there as he was going forward. It's not very good. Wigan trying to come through from behind the play of the door, and it's head down and bash into the 20 metre, and once again Wigan decide they're going to hold it in the forwards. 10 points to 6. Wigan now in an attacking position for the first time this half, and good tackling. Smothers Wigan, came quickly into the Wigan line out. Hard to keep moving. Wigan have an overlap if they can keep it going. They turn the ball back inside, and the cover goes across and snuffs Wigan out. Wigan now in a good attacking position. Can they keep it moving? and they've dropped the ball with the line, and not wide open, but they were near the line, and Northern grovelled away forward. Marker's not there at the play of the ball. Wigan hanging on for dear life. Northern not wanting to dive with the ball. Wigan holding them well at the moment. They come hard from the play of the ball, and good clean tackling puts Northern down. Long kick coming to Connolly, right down his throat. He takes it well. Connolly, who can run a ball out so well, and he is running it out well. Does a good run before he has to, and he fights his way forward. A good full-back run that by Connolly. Wigan with it just inside their own half, and that's a crunching tackle. Wigan coming round the narrow side, still taking them forward, and it's hard graft out there this evening. Goes out Edwards, Edwards holding it, Edwards sends a long wide pass. Wigan can't get it out, and they make the break, and the tackle comes in, and Wigan is snuffed out. Wigan taking it forward, going hard down that wing. 5 tackles gone, says Mr. Cummins. Wigan move it. Are they going to kick now? There's the kick behind the defence. It's being chased. It's short of the try line. And Wigan following up well. Put Northern down. Strength and stamina could well decide the result of this top game. Wigan nailing them round the play of the ball. Northern spectators not happy about it. Mr. Cummins not had a bad game tonight. What's such a tough encounter. Wigan nail them down in the last battle. Connolly lying very deep as the ball swung out. And there's a break on, they're coming through. Wigan could be in trouble here as the ball's flung out wide. Out onto the wing. Going for the corner. Wigan covering across. Caudle. And the referee brings them back. The final pass was forward. Dropped it. I'm sorry, I thought he brought them back for a forward pass, but he's signalling that he dropped the ball over the line. Well, that's a let-off for Wigan. You'll probably see that better on the screen than I can from here way up. And that's a let-off for Wigan. And they've taken every advantage of it as they batter the way forward. Well, Wigan was split right open. They thought the kick was going to come, and they bought the dummy. Edwards now. A bit of a let-off there. He was clean over the line, couldn't put it down. Wigan forcing it down the narrow side of the field. And once again, the defensive machine of Northern. They're hitting Wigan with everything they've got. Hitting them really hard. That's 5 tackles gone, and there's trouble going on over on the far side of the field. And there's no quarter being asked for and none given. No prisoners being taken. Emotions rising, and the scrum down will take place just inside the Wigan half, almost dead centre of the field. And it's into Northern and out to Northern. No chance of movement from the scrum. Northern now, there's a big gap in the Wigan defence there. Northern almost through it. Marking not tight. They're missing Martin Dermott in that respect. He covers it so well. Northern now forcing the way remorselessly up to the Wigan, towards the Wigan 20-metre line. Northern playing this hard and tough. War of attrition among these sorts of balls. Swung that wide. If they can keep it going, there should have been a good overlap over there, but Wigan managed to come in. Snuff out the move. Northern hot on the attack. Kick over the end goal area. And Wigan did well to take it, but they're going to be pushed back. The referee not happy with it. Decides they were offside. That kick through. Wigan find touch with the penalty. Quarter of an hour gone in this second half. Northern still leading Wigan by 10 points to 6. And this game could go either way. Wigan now spreading it out well. Good handling. Keeping it moving. They're going to get banged down short of the halfway line. Inside from the play the ball. And these are big hits. Big hits. Wigan now trying to do it by football. Keeping it going, keeping it moving as Farrell takes it over the halfway line. Edwards puts the kick in. Trapped very neatly out on the far wing. Robinson. Shenley's beaten him on the outside. This should be a great try. A tremendous try. He's forced inside. Well, that was desperate last-ditch tackling. It should have been all over a 6-pointer there. That's from the kick through. It was taken out on the left wing by Cordlander in. And the groans go up once more. Well, they can get over the line and can't get it down. And Wigan are like the cat with 9 lives. And it looks as if Bradford are making another substitution. Hamer coming on for Greenwood. Well, Wigan have had 4 or 5 lives already. Wigan back on their own 10-metre line, but that was good defence by Wigan there. They should have been in the speed and the ability of a wingman there. The cover came across well to snuff them out. They should have had a try. Wigan have been licked fair and square. Now they're struggling the way forward in their own 20-metre area. Wigan forwards with a lot of work to do. I don't know what this Northern pack were injected with at half-time. They've certainly come out extremely strong and powerful. And they're hitting Wigan really hard with all they've got. Wigan terrible behind the play of the ball. Terrible. Basic. And he's given the put into Wigan. Bit of fortune there for Wigan. I thought they'd knocked on. Edwards gets it, moves it across field. Wigan running wide, trying to straighten up, but there's no way through for them. Wigan persist down that right wing. Northern holding them well. Wigan finding it very hard work to make any territory at all. And that's a good run by Wigan. They'll be glad of that yardage. Wigan seem to have difficulty getting into attacking gear. There's the man who can do it, and he's fell to the ground. Wigan looking for the kick. A low one along the deck. Not going to find touch. Comes to Watson on his 20-metre mark. Crowd think they're offside. They're rather incensed about it. What's 10 metres for one side is not always 10 metres for the other side. Big crowd here tonight as Northern try to batter the way down the centre of the field. A put down in the 5th tackle. 8 metres inside the Wigan half. Fox puts the kick in. It's going in the in-goal area and too far and over the dead ball line. Bit of a let-off for Wigan. Kick none too well judged, so Wigan back to the 20-metre mark. Halfway through this second half then, Wigan still behind, finding it very hard to come out of their own territory and put pressure on at the other end of the ground. Northern's tackling has been absolutely tremendous tonight. Wigan losing territory as they move the ball across the field. Ball looking like a ton weight as they move it out. Wigan still persisting as Farrell taking them on, gets up to the halfway line before he dies in the fifth tackle. Looking for Edwards, doesn't have a lot of opportunity. And there goes the kick behind the full-back. He's having to chase across field for it. And Wigan have pushed them back into the 20-metre and they bring the ball inside, coming strongly from the wing, and Wigan managed to take them out. Well, Wigan have had to fight desperately hard to get out of their own half. And now Northern once more have the ball. Wigan will have to be intent on burying ball as well as man, as the ball is being moved out well out to the wing. And this time they're struggling to pull him down. These Northern players are not wanting to go down. That's hard straight running and good strong tackling by Wigan. Up to the halfway line. Bradford spreading the ball across the field. And the break almost on. Go down. 5 tackles gone. Connolly retreating. As Fox hoists it cross field. Robinson going across. Picks it up. Robinson, who's usually so good at running it out. There's no way he's going to run through those tackles. Wigan again. Back on the 20-metre line. Edwards looking for support. Wigan can't make any progress at all. Now they're bringing it away better. It's only 3 or 4 yards gained though. This is a desperately hard game, hard fought game, very bruising battle. Up to Edwards. Edwards a long pass. Wigan spreading it wide. 5 tackles gone. Very little ground gain. There comes the long kick. Watson having to come across for it. Hall is with him. Watson picks it up. Goes back into the middle. Changes direction. Managed to get his pass in onto his wingman. Wigan hang on to him. And Hall has to go down. Kick gave Wigan a lot of respite there. The very tired legs following it up. Not easy chasing on this morass. Coming round well from behind to play the ball. And now it's Bradford Stern who will find it difficult to pierce Wigan's defence. Caught round the play of the ball. That's 5 tackles gone as a fire retreats. There's the kick. Coming straight to a fire. He was in exactly the right place. There's no room to move. And he falls. Acting half-back, giving his team time to regroup from behind the play of the ball. Edwards prompting and probing as ever. A good strong tackle, but Wigan keeping the ball alive. Coming away well. Throw a wild pass out.
Get up to him, Bradford.
Wigan battering the way into the middle. A lot of emotional tension out there in this game. Real He-Man stuff we're getting from both these sides. As Wigan force the way over the halfway line, but it's 5 tackles gone.
Get up to him.
Getting ready for the kick. Little short one. Wigan follow it up well. Backwards and forward goes this game, few yards at a time, hard fought for, and Wigan bringing 2 more players on. 2 were brought off in the first half. Platt and Betts coming on for Panapa, Cowie. Northern fight the way forward. Wigan can't get the substitutes on. As Northern keep the attack going. A long deep kick behind the Wigan defence. Robinson 10 metres out, picks it up, trying to run it out, and he's well tackled. Not had the ability to break the tackles tonight, Jason Robinson. Connolly's made some good runs from the full-back position. Wigan back in their own 20-metre area. Northern tackling like demons, and Wigan taking them on. Short pass to the forwards. Wigan coming away quickly from the play of the ball, and that's good running by the Wigan forwards. Edwards lining up, we're on the last tackle. It's lobbed across, and the kick goes in. Short one by Edwards, being run out. Good running out, but the defending wall goes up. The referee, that was bad football on Northern's part, setting Wigan up. Wigan wanting to bring the substitutes on. Referee can't see him, gesticulating quite widely, but
The substitutions for Wigan at number 10, Andy Platt, returns to replace number 12, Neil Cowie, and number 11, Dennis Betts, replacing number 4, Sam Panapa.
Oh, we've got Betts back on, along with Platt. That should strengthen the Wigan forwards. Panapa coming on, he's worked hard, and Cowie. Northern line very flat as Wigan get the ball out. Wigan standing still as they try to keep it moving. Up to Connolly. Connolly going on his own, keeping away from the touchline. That was sensible play by Connolly. Fire had gone inside. Now Fire loses his balance. He's been having a lot of trouble with his balance. Perhaps his studs are not right. Wigan moving it out, trying to get it out to the right wing, and Northern are right up in the Wigan line out. Still 10 points to 6. Northern lining up very, very close. If we can crack the defence, he should be through it, because it's a very flat line out. Wigan 30 metres out, spreading it across the field. Keeping the ball moving, it's gone loose, and it comes to Northern. Wigan trying to keep the ball alive. Northern with it, trying to come through from acting half-back. And the Northern supporters getting very irate. They're booing every Wigan tackle. Touch judge standing right on top of it. Must have had an excellent view as he made sure he was down. Referee telling him to get on with the game as Northern move across the field. Tiredness must be creeping into these players now. Well, neither side in the driving seat at the moment. They're finding it very hard to gain ground. And that's determined running. But they go down. 5 tackles gone, signals the referee. Bradford lining up for the kick. And they're going to get caught. Managed to keep it alive, and that's a terrible kick. Fly kick through to Wigan. That could cause a lot of problem. Wigan's been forced back into the centre. And still going. Wigan running it out. Well, that was a bad mistake there by Northern as they got caught on the last tackle. Wigan coming away quickly from behind to play the ball over the 20-metre line, and now it's Wigan who are driving forward. Wigan 4 points behind. A Fire moving it on. Wigan trying to crash their way through, and a great roar lets you know what's happened, that the ball has been lost, and it will be a scrum down and Northern to put in. This ground taking its toll. It's been hard and tough. That will depend now on which side can hold the ball and to its tackling stint. Northern back on their own 20-metre line. Wigan go up to meet them. Northern playing this very determinedly. Forward, still got no great break is on. Wigan go inside and manage to snuff them out. The break, the gap appeared then. They battered the way through the Wigan defenders. Now they're spreading the ball out well. There's a big overlap on the far wing as they come back in the middle, going for the line and haul down from behind. 5 tackles gone. What ploy will they use now? They're whipping the ball right across the field, and well, it's a great crunching tackle on the 6th one. That was a tremendously powerful tackle. Vital one, Wigan from behind to play the ball. Deciding they're going to go straight down the middle. Edwards lying very flat at the play the ball, and he doesn't get it. The acting half-back gained valuable ground. Northern coming in quickly, holding Wigan down. This ground, it's hard to go forward and get out there where they... Wigan almost guilty of obstruction as they ran cross field. Bounced down again, and I think that's 5 gone as Wigan look for a kick. And the kick through goes through to the full-back. Nailed in the infield of play. Now can Wigan keep them down there for the full 6 tackles? That's 2 gone. Northern push back to their own line. And the countdown is starting as they brought it away. 3 tackles gone. Northern fighting the way out. Connolly well back. Guess the kick should come early. 5 gone. Northern still in their own 20-metre area. And there comes the kick. And touch has been found. A good clearing kick on the last tackle. It's so important to get these kicks right because it's so difficult tonight to push downfield. Worth the waiting goal, those yards that have been gained there by Edwards to feed. We can have it standing still as they pass. There's nobody going forward. They hand it on, we keep it going out. Getting out of one tackle. Wigan coming forward and they're hurled back by the Northern defenders. Mauling going on up the play the ball, making it difficult for the acting half-back who spots the gap. Darts forward. Wigan pressing home their advantage. Still going just inside the field of play. Edwards losing it all the time. Wigan running very wide, they're close together. And can't make the break. Fight the way forward. Northern tackling everything above grass. Five tackles gone, 10 metres inside the Northern half. There's a high, towering kick for the full-back. It's an awkward one. Takes it well. And he's got fresh legs and he's bounced down. Well, they're really giving it. It's been a credit to rugby league. It's not been sparkling football, but the effort and the heart that's been put in it is absolutely unbelievable. About 7 minutes of normal time left as Northern fighting the way out. Up to the halfway line. Wigan holding them down there, trying to keep them there. And he won't go down. Kick behind the defence. Robinson should be there for this one. Picks it up cleanly, running cross field, straightening up, his legs are held, and he has to go down. Wigan still fighting the way forwards. Well, they're setting themselves up for a great repeat performance on Friday night. Northern with tremendous support tonight, out shouting Wigan. As Wigan move the ball across the field and trying to batter the way down the middle. Wigan attacking down the right wing and they've been felled down to the deck. High, up and under. Bounces awkwardly in midfield. Fire chasing the ball into the dead ball area, but it's been run and they've nailed him. Have they got him in the in-goal area? No, the referee said he just managed to get into the field of play. And that's good clearing running. Every yard in this game is like gold. Wigan holding them down. 7 metres out. And that's good tackling by Wigan. Really playing it hard around this play of the ball. There comes the kick through. Connolly coming for it. Takes it at the second attempt. And he juggled with it. Going to try and run it out. Going round them. Manages to keep in play as a Fire comes over to help out. A Fire nailed from behind the play. The ball managed to get his pass in. He did well, a Fire. He was being heavily hampered. Wigan on the halfway line. Legs must be like lead as they move it out onto the dry spot of the ground. Wigan forcing the way into the northern half. Halfway between the halfway line and the 25 as Wigan, and the referee says that's 5 gone. Wigan put a rubber kick in and Northern have it. This ball must weigh a ton and the legs must be like lead. Northern ball stuck up the jumpers, trying to crash the way forward. Wigan holding them there. Wigan still 4 points behind. And there's a lot of battling and grafting going on around the play of the ball as Northern fights the way forward. Trying to force it down the far wing. 5 tackles gone, says the referee, as a Fire retreats. Ball comes across, and there's a long kick coming to Connolly. Connolly takes it cleanly, crosses his 20-metre line, trying to go down the middle, trying to run wide, out. Wigan held. A Fire coming over. A Fire moves it inside. Wigan still not yielding this game up as they fight the way up to the halfway line, but Northern hanging on to them. 2 tries to 1. Wigan got 1 on the end of the first half. Can they do it in the second half as the ball's whipped into the middle of the field? Wigan turning down the centre, still going forward. This game is not yet sealed, signed and delivered as Wigan attack. Turning it inside, going hard. Ball thrown out widely to a Fire. A Fire picks it up, fire going inside, a fire still running, hand in hand, fire still going, gets his pass in, Wigan turning away, but they can't get it out onto the right wing. Wigan still keeping it alive, driving the way forward. This is Wigan at the brilliant best. Wigan having a go to put down in the fifth tattle. They're going to need to pull something out of the bag here as they put a little overhead kick here, and it's covered and taken cleanly by Northern. Well, one feels that might have been better going along the deck than up in the air. It was an asking to be caught. Wigan trying to force them over to the touchline. Northern coming through from the play of the ball, but this has been a 1,000-time better performance from Wigan tonight as we come into these closing minutes, and Wigan coming in quickly, coming in hard. Edwards way back, ready to sweep up for a short kick, and it's flung wide across the field and keeping the ball going, and Wigan snatch them out of the air. 5 tattles gone. Can Wigan hold them in possession? The kick through comes. It's a long kick. Robinson going back for it, 10 metres out. Robinson running it across field. Robinson straightening up. He's going to run into trouble, and down he has to go. Connolly waiting behind the play of the ball. Connolly having a run from behind the play of the ball. Gets 2 yards forward. Wigan bringing the ball away, fighting for the lives in these dying minutes. Wigan coming away, and they lose possession, and it's snatched up gleefully by Northern. Tiredness creeping into the Wigan side. And there goes the whistle, the end of a tremendous battle. One wonders whether it is the overture to the full concert which will take place at Central Park on Friday night. So Northern with a 2 points lead in the league over Wigan, and what has been a hard-fought battle, but it's to come to Wigan on Friday night. A highly delighted, elated Northern crowd cheer the heroes off as they beat Wigan by 10 points to 6. But Wigan have nothing of which to be ashamed. Tonight they put up a tremendous performance and have only just failed at the final hurdle by 10 points to 6.